Hello book lovers, I am Khodakivska. This is Cat Joseph, the Great Reader. Welcome on our channel. Well, book lovers, I'm so thrilled to share with you all my bookish emotions concerning this book, Les Closes de Diablotine by Kim Chi Pho. Well, first of all, this book, I've got this signed copy directly from Paris from Kim Chi Pho. I'm just showing you this signed copy right here. Thank you, Kim, for sending me this signed copy. I enjoyed reading this book to the fullest. It took me one day to finish reading this book, and sincerely, I didn't want to finish this book and say goodbye to all these amazing characters. Well, most of you know that I usually compare a reading process of this or that book to this or that process. So this time, reading this book was like a riding along a roller coaster tracks. Every single page of this terrific book took my breath away. This is really awesome page turner and amazing sequel to Mademoiselle Numéro 11 by Kim Chi Pho. Oh, traditionally, the plot of the book. This is a really mesmerizing life story about a gorgeous lady named Lin Chao, or Mademoiselle Numéro 11. One day, Lin meets her friend of childhood named Camel, who supposes to commit an act of terror at one of the underground stations. Despite the fact that they had hardly glanced at each other, that was completely enough for police representatives to break through Lin's apartment to detain her and to carry out an interrogation. One fleeting meeting leads to a whirlpool of events that make Lin face tough, thrilling and funny situations. Well, will Mademoiselle Numéro 11 cope with all these difficulties? Will she get all answers to the questions that torture her soul? And what does help this stunning lady to beam so brightly despite all the hectic events? All these answers you can find on the pages of this terrific novel. Second point, the characters of the book. Well, the main character and the main narrator, as I have already said, is a pretty lady named Lin Chao. She is a single mother of two charming princesses. She is ex-financial director and now a full-time writer. All other characters that, by the way, described in such a cute and stylish way that makes my heart melt, appear and disappear from time to time, describing different stages of Lin's life. Well, the third point is writing style. Well, book lovers, I really fell in love with the writing style of this awesome writer, Kim Chi Pho. It's easy, fluent, full of awesome humor and wise quotes. Well, book lovers, it took me one day to finish reading this book, but truth to be told, I didn't want to finish reading it, just because I couldn't get enough of a building life of this stunning lady, Lin Chao. Well, if you look for a spectacular novel with the elements of autobiography and light mystery, Les Closes de Diablotine is definitely what you need. My humble rating is absolutely, without any hesitation, is 5 stars. I bet you thought it was the end of the video, but it's not, because I really do want to tell you a bit more about Kim Chi Pho and her books, because her books really inspired me and I really want you to discover her books for yourself as I did. I have a kind of my own tradition to discover a new writer for myself every single year. I call it my bookish discovery. This year surely wasn't an exception. So, my bookish discovery 2018 is definitely Kim Chi Pho and her debut novel Mademoiselle Numéro 11 and the brilliant sequel to Mademoiselle Numéro 11, Les Closes de Diablotine by Kim Chi Pho. Well guys, I found this writer on Instagram. We ran into each other while we were talking about another awesome writer. I will leave her name behind the scenes. Well, we were chatting about writing, about reading, about our love for reading, and then I found out that this person is a writer. I saw lots of pictures of Mademoiselle Numéro 11 and the brilliant idea crossed my mind. Why not? So my friend in Germany bought this book for me and sent it for me. Well, Guys, I didn't regret a second that I bought this book. I read it, I loved it, and I did recommend it to all my bookish friends. And then I waited impatiently to the sequel of this book, La Clause de Diablotine by Kim Chi Pho. Well, now I will tell you my list of top 10 reasons to choose books by Kim Chi Pho. 1. You love a mix of fiction, novel and autobiography. 2. You love to learn new historical facts. 3. You love brave, sincere women's revelations. 4. You love a light mystery. 5. You are a mom or you are expecting. 6. You love books about writer's life. 7. You're obsessed with books, writing and reading. 8. You love books with a charming humor. 9. You love books that make you cry. 10. You love books that do have a soul. Well, book lovers, I do hope that you will discover this amazing writer for yourself and will enjoy reading her books as much as I did. Kim, I know that you will watch this video, so I wish you a ton of luck and a notion of inspiration. I do hope that we will meet someday in Paris, and I'm really waiting impatiently for your third book. I know for sure that it will be great, as well as you two previous books. Well, book lovers, as you can see, Joseph, the great reader, keeps on reading these great books by Kim Chi Pho. Well, thank you for watching our video. See you soon. Bye.